Happy Monday! It's time for your Archeia Guidance Angel Cards weekly reading. My name is Kelly Flanagan and I'm author of Archeia Guidance, Inspirations from the Feminine Aspects of the Archangels. And my amazing partner, the intuitive artist, Courtney Nutter, she and I created a deck of angels. Get your very own deck of angel cards on our website, which is archeiguidance.com. There's a link up for you in the bio on Instagram, and the link is in the comment section on Facebook. So please go check that out. There's Liz. Hi, Liz. Thank you for joining us today. You can find out more about the Archeiai, who are the female archangels. Most people know them in their masculine form, but they also have a feminine side known as the Archeiai. So go check that out. So we are doing our weekly reading now, Liz, and what I like to do for your weekly reading is I shuffle the cards until I'm guided to stop, and I will pull 3 cards for the week. One for the beginning, one for the middle, and one for the end. And it's all done through the law of attraction and the power of intention. So there are no mistakes. It's all divinely guided. And the angels always have beautiful messages for us every week. And we will be having an angel party today, so please stay tuned for that. After the weekly reading, I will start a new live stream and I will be pulling cards for you today to see what messages the Archeia have for you. So please stay tuned. But let's get started with our weekly reading and see what messages the Archeia have. Ooh, the first card we have is Archeia Christophina. And she is the angel of clarity. And she wants you to quiet your mind. So this is the first step in connecting to your intuition, connecting to God and the angels, connecting to a small voice within you. You have to be able to step away from the chatter, all the noise that's going on around you. And you know, I know that that's easier said than done when there's so much being bombarded at us all the time. And you know, if you have, what is it, they call it FOMO, the fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. I think I have the opposite of that, which I don't know what that is, but the fear of not missing out. It's like I'm so okay with missing out because I feel like my connection to God and the angels, my connection to Source, my connection to myself, my higher self, is much more important for my well-being, my mental, physical, spiritual health. I feel like I get more out of life, basically, when I'm able to get quiet and connect with Source, connect with God and the angels, connect with Spirit. And I feel much more comfortable there. But in order to do that, I had to learn how to quiet my mind. And that's you know, that's not easy, especially when you know, we're always being bombarded with things to take us away from that, to take us away from stillness. But that's how you connect. That's how you get clear messages. That's how you get a clear connection, is being able to quiet your mind. And being able to have control over your thoughts as opposed to letting your thoughts control you. And that was an important distinction for me. That helped me to be able to wrap my mind around quieting my mind. And there's Odette. Hi, Odette. Thank you for being here today. Doing our weekly reading right now, and the first card coming in is Archeia Christophina, the angel. To get a clear connection with God and the angels by quieting our minds. Getting control of our thoughts as opposed to letting our thoughts control us. And letting our thoughts pull us away from that connection. And the easiest way for me to and everyone's different. You have to find out what works for you. What is the vehicle? What is the frequency that God and the angels communicate with you? And the fastest way for me is to go, straight into prayer and meditation. And I'm instantly, connected as soon as I do that. And it's different for everyone. It can be, going outside, getting in nature. That can be, a way to instantly connect. It can be taking deep breath. Our breath is our direct connection to God and the angels. And those are all ways to help you to get quiet and to go within. It's about going within. You're not going to find the answers outside unless you're able to first go within. And when you go within and you ask, the key is asking for help. You may be able to see it outside of you, but the key is first to be able to go within. And quieting your mind is what helps you to do that. She says, silence your mind so that you can hear the messages from God and the angels. We are constantly communicating with you, and you can hear us clearly when your mind is quiet. Thinking is normal and natural, but when it is all you do, you cannot hear what we have to say. Clarity comes when you quiet your mind. So, we've been taught that, to come from a place of thinking, a place of logic. Angels, of course they can come through that way, but it's not their first mode of communication. And you have to learn how they want to connect with you. And you have to be able to go within. And once you go within, you will start understanding how they are connecting. And that becomes your go-to. That becomes your go-to in, getting clear messages and being able to connect with them and being able to connect with your intuition. So call on Archeia Christophina to help you to quiet your mind, to be able to go within, and to be able to get clear messages, create a clear space for them to be able to communicate with you. Such a great message. Oh, and then we have Archeia Mariea. She is the angel of virtue, and she helps in our spiritual growth. And so she's saying that the more you quiet your mind and the more you connect with God and the angels, the more you will be able to grow your connection, grow in your spiritual lessons, the more you can learn from God and the angels by connecting with them more. And that's what it's all about. That's what we came here to do. We came here to learn and grow in our spiritual journey. And we get pulled away from our connection with God and the angels. We get pulled out of alignment. But that's all part of learning how to stay connected to them. They're all lessons. It's all research in, what works and what doesn't. You have to be able to, sorry about my big thumb. Had a call coming through. I forgot to shut off my notifications. So we are learning and growing, and we make mistakes along the way. And you will you understand that when you get pulled away from your spiritual path and your spiritual journey, it's just a lesson in learning how to get back on track, how to get connected again, how to return to an alignment. And the more that we pay attention to that, and the more that we get quiet our minds and connect with Spirit, connect with Source, connect with God and the angels, the more we will see that they're always there, helping us, guiding us, showing us the way. And it's all part of our spiritual journey. It's all part of the journey. And the way that I had to learn how to connect with my spirit team, with my spirit guides, with my angels, that was a different path for me than it is for others. And but being able to quiet your mind and connect and coming into alignment with them, you'll start getting those clear messages, and you'll start getting it. You'll just start getting it. The lessons will become clear. You'll be like, oh, this is how they talk to me. This is what I need to get quiet. This is what I need to do to get clear messages. And it's all part of your spiritual growth. And the more that you are able to do that, the more you are able to grow into who you came here to be. So she says, everything you experience in your life is happening for your best and highest good. No experience is wasted, as they are all for your spiritual growth. You came here to learn and grow, and I provide a safe environment to help you cultivate your best self. So she's also saying that that's part of the process. So you have to know darkness before you can see the light. And what is it they say? Like if you're right-handed, you don't cut off your left hand to spite your right hand, or something like that. It's like you need both hands. So you need to know both energies. You need to know so basically it's never wasted. You're when you get off track, it's not wasted. It's only showing you what alignment looks like. And you'll start to feel it. And the more you understand it and the more you grow from the experiences, the easier it will be for you to get back on track. It'll be so much quicker. You don't stay, wandering around. You say, oh wow, I'm off track. Let me do what I need to do. Let me quiet my mind. Let me get some clear messages to see what I need to do to get back on track. So Archeia Mariea, the angel of virtue, will help you to get back on track and help you to expand and grow in your spirit's light and dark. And then Archeia Christophina coming in again. So she is coming in strong, wanting us to know that we need to make that connection with God and the angels. And we, the more we do that, the more clear our messages will be, the more clear our guidance will be, and we won't question it. And she's saying that if you don't feel like you're clear, and I can remember going through this myself in in my spiritual journey, where I would question everything. I don't know if this is right. I didn't. Not that I didn't trust the messages. I think I didn't trust myself in hearing it clearly, knowing it clearly, feeling it clearly. But what I had to do was ask for neon signs. Not only did I ask for signs, help me to get clear messages. Give me neon signs. Give me neon signs that blinked that I was on the right track, that I was getting clear messages, and that I understood. And they say, okay, if you hear a message 3 times in a row, that's like confirmation. That's how you know for sure. And so I would get 3 messages in a row, and I'd be like, oh wow, okay, I know this. This is my neon sign. This is the 3rd time. That's my neon sign. And then I was able to get the message after twice. I'd hear it once, and then I'd hear it again, and I'd be like, okay, that's it. I didn't have to wait for the 3rd time to be able to know that was a message from God and the angels. And now I know it as soon as it comes in. I know it. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm supposed to. That's what I'm supposed to do. So it's a process. It's a process. And like she said, quiet your mind. That's the first step, being able to quiet your mind. And sometimes that's the hardest step, because we're so bombarded by distractions all around us. But Archeia Mariea lets you know that that's okay. That's okay. It's part of the process. It's part of you learning. Like I said, I had that in a row before I could say, oh, okay, I got it. So the more you connect and the more you communicate with God and the angels, the easier the process becomes. But she's wanting you to know that it's very, very important for you to make that connection. Make that connection. Be able to remember that the answers are within you. And to remember how to get those clear messages from God and the angels. Remember to connect to your breath. Remember to go outside and take in light in the universe. Remember to quiet your mind and separate yourself from all the distractions that try to pull you away from your inner knowing. So Archeia Christophina, the angel of clarity, will help you with that. She'll help you to make those connections and get those clear messages. She says, call on me to help you remember who you are. Words or distractions, which is pure love. I am here to bring you comfort and stability. As you become grounded and centered, you will become clear and focused on your power and your place in the world. So when you connect to your breath, when you connect to nature, when you quiet your mind, you're connecting to your power. You're connecting to your power. And yes, that's what our power, and remembering how to do that. So Archeia Christophina, the angel of clarity, will help us to keep that connection open. Such a beautiful message for this week. Okay, I'm going to do a quick recap of the message, and then I will start a new live stream, and we will be doing our angel party today. So please stay tuned for that, where I'll be pulling cards for you today as well. But our collective message, recap, Archeia Christophina coming in, reminding us to quiet our mind. We have to go within to get the answers that we need, and to be able to step away from all of the distractions and everything that comes in between our connection with our higher self, with God and the angels, and being able to listen to that quiet voices. So messages based in fear and confusion, that's not God and the angels. That's not that small voice within. Those are the messages that you have to quiet, that you have to step away from, and know that that's your ego talking. It's lower vibration. To do that. And then Archeia Mariea, the angel of virtue, reminds you that this is all part of your spiritual growth, your spiritual lessons. The more you can get quiet and get clear messages, the more you're going to grow in your spiritual journey, because you are staying in alignment with the universe, with Source, with God and the angels. And the more you learn how they are communicating, bring you those synchronicities and bring you those signs that you're on the right track, the more you stay on track. So Archeia Mariea, the angel of virtue, will help you in your spiritual growth. And she's saying it's very important that you understand that it's a process. And that's all they are experiences show you that's how it's done, that's how God and the angels communicate with you. So keep going. She's saying keep going, stay on track, keep going. And then Archeia Christophina coming in again and reminding us that this week's message is being able to connect, go within, connect with Source, connect with God and the angels, connect with your higher self, connect with your inner voice. That's where you're going to get clear messages. That's how you're going to remember who you are. That's how you're going to remember how to stay connected to God and the angels. And when you get off track, just call the greater your connection will be. And there's no questioning. There's no questioning. You will be standing in your power all the time, and there will be no questioning, and you will just be in constant contact, and that's the goal. That's the goal, is to be able to stay in constant contact with love and light and God and the angels. And Archeia Christophina will help you to do that. Yes, it is such a beautiful message for this week. Thank you so much for joining us today. Angel Party. I'll be right back to pull cards for you. We are also having our Chakra Sirens soiree today. You can find out more about that. We'll be doing that at 2 o'clock today, pulling cards from our Magical Mermaid deck. And this week we are, of course, focusing on our crown chakra. And our energy boost and our angel messages coincide. She says, grace finds me in the deepest waters. So when you go deep within, that's where you will connect with Source. So such a great message that we will be working on in our Energy Healing Circle this week on Facebook. So please join us there for Crown Chakra Healing. And also check out our Archeia deck on our website, archeiguidance.com. And you can book a personal reading with me if you would like more in-depth messages from the Archeiai. So go check that out. I'll be right back with your angel party. I'll see you soon. Bye.